away from it and immediately just went, oh my god. And I felt so sick. I was like, I mean, I didn't actually think I was gonna like get sick or something.
But it was like,
it was a mild concern for a minute.
It's
there.
like that weird like off-brand of nausea practically.
It's like the, oh my god, my head hurts so bad that the only way my body can interpret this is nausea.
We're not sure what this is, but we know it ain't good.
It's like, the only reason you should be reacting this strongly to lights is because you have a concussion, so we'll just go with it.
Yeah, that's probably not good.
Alrighty, ready, Freddy?
Yep, we are ready.
Alright.
Welcome back to Paper Mario Trademark. I don't know if the whole thing is, I mean, I'm assuming both. Because you can't really just trademark just Mario, because there are people named Mario, so I'm going to assume it's Paper Mario Trademark, and not Paper Mario Trademark.
Paper Trademark Mario.
We've trademarked the word paper. We're going to have to figure out how to do rock, scissors, something.
Exactly. Okay, so when we last left, there were Shy Guys friggin' everywhere.
Yes.
We did a bunch of side quest type things.
Correct. And I think we are largely...
now we have to actually, like, go in and progress the plot.
Yes. I think we are larger... There's, like, a few small things we can do, but we can't just finish them all in one hit. So, like...
So we might as well.
Yeah. So, that door right there is actually your next location. If you, like, talk to a bunch of people around town, they'll eventually point you to here. So what you do is you come in here, and you switch to Bo, your ghosty friend. Oh no, it's Mario! Yeah, you can keep doing it. Like, they're on a timer and they'll just keep doing that over and over infinitely. And then use out of sight, and then you wait. Note.
Noted.
Duly noted.
Note.
Ta-da!
Triply noted.
And in case you're wondering, yes, you do actually have to view that to be able to interact with the panel on the wall that he just opened. Like, you can't just come in here and be like, yeah, I know there's a panel there. There's nothing else in here, it's just that. Otherwise, it just looks like a normal storage room with little bits and bobs here and there. Alright, time to blue skidoo.
We can't do...
Chapter 4. We already did that technically in Chapter 3 when you had to jump through the painting and get to the top floor. So this is twice now in 2 chapters. Maybe that's why I like Chapters 3 and 4. Mm-hmm. Welcome to Shy Guy's Toy Box. We got toys, we got boxes.
This is kind of cute, actually.
I love the toy box area. This is one of my favorites. It's so good. Cute. There is a star piece. That little map that's there that's got the blue, red, pink, and green on it are different stations. You can't reach any of them right now, so you're stuck in blue, and so part of it is solving that. But there is always a star piece in the station room in each one of them, so there's 4 total. So there'll be 1 in blue, 1 in pink, 1 in red, 1 in green.
Like up here?
No, it's actually on the ground. It's just like there will always be one like at or around the station area. You don't have to go to a different screen to find it. It is there. Just give me a second to move to... No, it's too far right now. Yeah, it's like directly in front of the actual like station thing, and then you have to go a little bit towards the camera. Yeah, like right about there. There it is.
Alright. And then I just wander off into the distance, I guess.
Yeah, you want to take the path to the left, which is what you did. And you were fighting Shy Guys. One of the things that makes this a very nice grinding area for 2 reasons is, 1, the Shy Guys have no defense, so Bo is still viable for now, because a lot of enemies, you know, won't be later on. The other upside is, remember how you got Starstorm that does 7 damage to all enemies? All Shy Guys have 7 health.
Nice!
So, yeah, it makes it, like, really, really easy to just be like, oh, I'm about to lose this battle, time to just nuke everything. Also, like, largely, at least compared to other enemies, the Shy Guy's attacks are fairly predictable. They basically will attack kind of like Goombas will. They'll either jump on you or, like, rush forward and try to hit you, but, like, most of them don't really try to do anything else. There's, like, one guy that has a slingshot that will try to fire, like, little bullets at you. He's pretty much the only one that varies in attack. Outside of that, like, all the colors act the same, and there's, like, a few small tweaks, but largely they're about the same enemy. Also, more coins!
Money, 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 money.
Money, it makes the world go round. I just realized what everyone was talking about when they said the Earth was flat. They were referring to Paper Mario. Now it makes sense because it's made of paper. Of course, it's flat.
Get away from the treasure chest, pal. It's mine. See?
I would not recommend that, but up to you.
Whoops.
Let's put it this way. The text guide here says this is one of, and then in all caps, the hardest enemies in the game.
Oh god. Okay.
So don't fight him unless you have a death wish. Yeah, I think he does somewhere between like 10 to 11 damage per hit. So, yeah.
These guys are my favorite. They're so cute.
Look at their dance! Look at that little dance.
And the little outfits. I love them.
Now you must kill them.
I'm afraid they must die. But look at them! The little dance! And the little hats! Oh my god.
Such a good chapter. Also, it was a Power Plus badge that was in the chest, which is the one that increases your jump and hammer by 1.
The one that I have one of and I'm not.
Yes. I've never actually done this. I usually just fight the anti-guy later on. It says if you come back with a lemon candy later on, which is done with a lemon and then also a cake mix, which is an item you'll find in this chapter. After you have the ability to like mix 2 items together, then you can just give that to him and he'll let you have the treasure chest. But I think most people typically fight him later on because he gives you a good amount of star points for fighting him. So now you are in a room full of Shy Guys, and they all have different items, and they will drop whatever item that they're holding if you kill them in battle. I like the idea of, like, actually charging up a slap like that.
Yeah.
It's like the idea of, like, the people that will do, like, the arm circle thing, and it's like, that doesn't actually help increase the power of what you're trying to do. If anything, it's gonna make it worse because you're expending energy on something useless.
Right?
But man, is it satisfying.
I wind it up to smack the dickens out of you. Smack you. Goodness. I got a fire flower.
So there are a couple things in here you can pick up. You only need 2 things, but I would recommend you get both of the cake mixes, which is what the yellow ones are holding.
Come here.
You're also going to want that calculator at some point down the line, but the mushroom you could probably pass on. The calculator is a key item, but the cake mixes are ones that you actually physically hold. Nice block.
Yeah.
Cake mix restores 1 FP. However, it is used for a lot of crafting recipes. If you craft it by yourself, it gives you a cake that gives you 15. And when mixed with a lot of stuff, it usually just results in really good items. This is the only place in the game to get a cake mix. But those guys do respawn if you leave the toy box and come back, so they are infinitely here, thankfully.
Nice. So infinite cake mixes.
You do actually need 1 to progress, though. It is actually required for getting a necessary item to progress. So yeah, all the things it can give you while we're going through here, it can give you the apple pie, which is 5 HP and 15 FP if you mix it with an apple. If you mix it with an egg, a goom nut, or any of the berries that are in Chapter 6, you can get a big cookie, which is 20 FP. If you mix it with an iced potato, you can get a bland meal, which is 10 HP and FP.
An iced potato?
Mm-hmm. It's in a winter area, unsurprisingly, which is Chapter 7. If you just do it by itself, it's cake, which is 15 FP. If you mix it with a coconut, it will be a Cocoa Pop, which is 3 HP and 15 FP. If you mix it with a Volt Shroom, it restores 15 HP and electrifies Mario so that enemies take damage, like that, for example. If you add it with a Fire Flower, it will do a Fire Pop, which restores 20 FP but takes away 1 HP. If you mix it with a Honey Syrup, it is Honey Candy, which is 20 FP. If you mix it with a Jam and Jelly, it is a Jelly Pop, which is 64 FP. Which, like, your max is 50, so I don't know why. Like, I get the joke, but, like, literally you're wasting 14 FP there. If you mix it with a Koopa Leaf, a Maple Syrup, or a Stinky Herb, you can get a Cookie, i.e. it's crazy, I guess, I don't know. Which restores 15 FP, and it can either make Mario electrified, it can make him transparent, or it can make him fall asleep. If you mix it with a lemon, you get a lemon candy, which is 5 HP and 15 FP. If you mix it with a lime, you get a lime candy, which is 20 FP. If you mix it with a mushroom or super mushroom, you get a shroom cake, which is 10 HP and 10 FP. If you mix it with a strange leaf, you get a strange cake, which makes Mario electric and transparent, but may make him sleepy. If you mix it with a life or ultra shroom, it will give you a sweet shroom, which is 30 HP and 20 FP. And if you mix it with a melon, you get a Yoshi cookie, which is 15 HP and 15 FP. So it's used in a lot. It's probably like one of, if not the most commonly used items for crafting recipes. And you get the calculator, which means once you give that back to him, you'll be able to shop for badges again.
Excellent.
That part is actually not required, air quotes. All you really need was the cake mix. But if you don't give him back his calculator, it will always be there with that Shy Guy until you come and get it. So it's not like it will lock you out of being able to buy badges for the rest of the game or anything like that. Yep. And now you get to see the choice you made, the horrible decisions of what Mario's greatest enemies were. Like that. One of Mario's greatest enemies.
Indeed. I detest it.
Even if you hated that, wouldn't you just walk around it? Though to be fair, I've watched Mr. Beast's videos. Chandler hates pickles enough to where he missed out on getting a house with free rent for a year.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He really doesn't like pickles. Oh yeah, these little boxes. You can ground pound them, or you can also hit them with your hammer while you're on top of them, and that also works if ground pounding's a bit awkward. Also, more Shy Guys that are slightly off color. I don't know how that looks to your eyes, but they are, like, a little bit... It's a duller red. It's a duller red.
They're pale. A dusty pink question mark?
Maybe. It's the color of a tongue! He's dead.
Meanwhile, Ojo just looked at him the wrong way.
Yep.
Ouch.
Double star points!
Woo.
One day you'll get that on a boss. I don't think I ever got one on a boss, to be fair, when I did my run through this.
I think it happened once on Thousand Year Door.
I'm pretty sure it did, yeah. I think it was in the... I wanted to say Castaway Bay, that's the Mario Party board. The pirate area, I think is where it was. I think it was against the skeleton pirate dude. Behind that little yellow thing up there should be a star piece as well. There it is.
Ouch. Ouch.
Bear in mind you are at 6 health.
Yeah,
Stars? No. I mean, you can if you want.
Yeah. I was thinking I was either gonna do the restore HP or just...
Yeah. It depended on if you want to use that mushroom or not, so you can have extra inventory. You can just heal outside of battle if that's the case.
I like murder too.
Yeah, a little bit more effective than, like, this puts all enemies to sleep. It almost always fails.
Right?
Like, the restoration's nice, but since it's only 5, it's kind of like, eh. I thought you picked up... Oh, you must have skipped it.
I
Yeah.
used it.
I mean, you could use either one of those items, and then even if you do die, you have the life shroom.
Delicious. So
Plus, there's a lot of hopping out of this chapter to go and give people their stuff back, all the stuff that's been stolen by the Shy Guys, and so you can just heal at the Toad Inn at that point, so... That's one of the reasons this might be a slightly easier chapter than normal, because there's a lot more incentive to go back, because you're going to be going back anyway. Also, if you go to the left, if you fly over to that building, I don't think you can make the jump, I think you actually have to physically fly it. There should be a star piece there as well. This chapter has a lot of star pieces in it. Nice. You're good, you can drop off that to the right. I think if you jump from there to there, then you can get whatever item that is. I think it's a shooting star, if I remember correctly. And if I remember where you have to line up while you're up there on that thing that you just land on, I think it's like halfway down the blue. I think. Good guess. You can also just, like, after you make the first jump, you can just fly it with Paracarry if you don't want to make the second jump.
yeah.
Oh, Thunderbolt. Okay, maybe I'm pretty sure there is a shooting star in this chapter somewhere.
Someplace.
You did it. You defeated your greatest enemy. Throw out an item and just use the mushroom and then pick up the item you throw away. Also, I would go ahead and, like, keep the Thunderbolts for now, because they work pretty well against the boss in this area. Mr., like, 2 or 3 defense. Storeroom key, a key to a storeroom and Toad Town shop. And with that, we can head back outside of the toy box.
Zoom around at the speed of sound.
At the speed of paper. I don't know what the speed of paper is, but I assume it's a lot.
It is new. New.
It is the literal... I'm sure somebody probably knows what the world record is for the fastest paper airplane. But I'll bet it's, like, actually staggeringly high.
Alright, storeroom to, I assume, the store?
Yes, it is the shop to your left. Or actually, I think it's this one right here. I'm gonna say up and to your left. I think it's actually this storeroom. Yep. And before you go in there, you probably want to drop off some of your items in there, because there are some items you can pick up that are temporary use ones, and so it'll clog up your inventory. One of them is required, so it's a key item, but there are 3 other ones in there, so you're gonna want to drop off 3 things. And since the boss is a while away, if you want to check the Thunderbolts as well, you can. Yeah, that'll work.
Alright, I'm just gonna raid.
Yeah, he literally says take anything you want, so... You get the Dizzy Dial, the Toy Train, which is the actual item you need, the Volt Shroom, and the Snowman Doll. I believe those are all items we've seen. Like, I just got a wheel back there with, like, no tread on it or anything.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Alright, and you can go ahead and give back the calculator to the shop owner. Somebody took my calculator, and this is 2021. I don't know how to do math. Have you seen how stupid that Common Core stuff is?
Make a special bag.
With the I Spy, which will play like a little... It'll basically like flash the Star Piece logo above your head if you're in a room with a Star Piece. It said it says that it makes a sound, but the like actual visible look of it is more noticeable. But then again, I'm also here to just tell you there's a Star Piece in the room, so I mean, it's probably not very helpful.
How much is it for?
One. Yeah, it's not too bad.
Considering.
You probably have to leave the screen and come back, but they should have their actual store reopened as well.
Well, I also have all my badge points being used.
I know, but you might find something in there because it rotates after every chapter. Nah. You probably don't want any of those. Spin Smash isn't great. It's that Spin Smash is the precursor move to the one that you get in Thousand Year Door, where you have to like rotate the control stick and it sends them through everybody. That's essentially what it is. And then Sleep Stomp I never use. I never use a badge that starts with the phrase, "If it works."
Yeah, that's probably a good indicator.
Because that's not even like an if you do it right. That's like an you could do this right and it still might not work.
And when it comes down to, oh, statistically this should work, then that's when you can tell you're going to have a bad time.
It's like, it's one thing if it's saying, like, it won't work on bosses, but it will work on everything else, but it's like, it may not even necessarily work on a non-boss enemy.
Yeah.
So now, with the toy train, this is the part that took me for fucking ever to figure out as a kid, because I'm an idiot. Carry has a seizure.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's fine. Is what to do with the toy train, because...
To them, right? Train.
Nope.
No?
You can try, though. I think he'll just tell you, like, we can't go anywhere because we have no train. Yeah. Look, we can't very well run on a tiny toy train.
Oh.
That's impossible.
Put it back in its toy box. Well, there were toys this way.
Nope.
There were not.
When they say put it back in the toy box, they mean the box that you jumped into to get into this chapter.
Oh.
Yeah, they mean like actually walk over to the box physically, hit A, and drop the toy train inside. It took me ages to figure that out when I was a kid.
Because that will make it bigger.
Yes.
Of course.
That makes me feel a little bit better knowing that I'm not the only one that thought that was stupid when I played this game when I was 9. Because 9-year-old me could not figure that out.
Yahoo, we're back in business. This train just dropped out of the sky. Yeah, funny.
Yep. So, in order to get the train to moving, you basically hit the little switches in the front. In this case, the pink one, because you can't go left because it's got a little thing on it, and then that will determine which way you go. You'd have to talk to him afterwards. Every introvert's worst nightmare. You have to talk to him. You might have to do it again.
You had to explain it first.
Oh, it might be the blue one. It might be the blue one. I'm pretty sure it's the yellow one, though. Yeah, I think it is the yellow one. You probably have to talk to him the second time. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
And now we can move on to the pink station.
I have some complaints about
You can skip it, I'm pretty sure.
that. The way that looks, the way that runs.
Oh, I thought you meant the noise. I'm like, yeah, it is kind of obnoxious.
That too.
Yeah, it's doing like the... whatever I called it back in the day. Alright, so... First thing is first is the star piece that's in this little section. Again, I think they're roughly the same spot as each other, so it's gonna be somewhere around the actual station itself. Yeah, they're right there. And secondly, there's a treasure chest to the right, which should have a not required item, but you do get a star piece for giving it back, the mailbag.
Nice.
And then we are going to the right.
To the right. And
We have to
more
fight
things
another
that I
enemy.
absolutely hate.
Like Thunder Rage. It's like Brooklyn Rage.
Ouch.
Speaking of rage,
Ouch. Ouch.
Here's the machine. I heard you like raging against it. Or that video I sent you, the rage against the Vanessa Carlton.
Yeah. That is a tiny little target.
Yeah. And you got these guys. They basically give health back, so they're your white mages slash healers. Otherwise known as kill them first.
Yeah.
That is the sole reason that I hear Caitlyn screaming for help in Overwatch a lot, because everybody targets the healers.
Ouch.
Sucker! Oh yeah, they also have less offense since they're focused on healing, which is why he didn't do any damage when you guarded him.
And why it was really dumb of him to have fought me in the first place.
Yeah, he should have probably just, like, healed the other dude.
Yeah. But they're not known for their high ranking intelligence.
No, they're known for being shy guys. How much money do you have now? I'm assuming like upwards of 400. Oh, that's right, because you just...
Almost 300.
I thought you'd spent something.
I did. I spent it on something.
Forgot what it was. Oh well, not important.
It's
Alright, so if you go back to the left from here, you can find an enemy! Or he can find you, more appropriately. Tonk.
probably should have swapped away. Okay.
I mean, you could try Lullaby. If you really wanted to. I'm trying to remember the other... There is another Star Spirit that has... I think it's the last one that has an effect that's essentially like... No, it's not the last one, but it's close to the last one. That's like... Inflict a status ailment on all enemies, but doesn't necessarily work. But it has a greater chance of working. I don't think it's sleep, though. I think it's... I think it's frozen in time, I think is what it is. Nice. Also, all attacking the balloons will do is just drop him to the ground, in case you're wondering.
Ah. Spectacular.
Oh, if you had double dip, you could do the fire flower and then do the snowman doll, and that would do 7 damage total.
Yeah.
I remember I relied on that, like, that one badge so much when I first played the game, where it was like, oh, you mean I can use 2 items to attack enemies this turn instead of actually just fighting them? This is the reason I had, like, next to no money in the first playthrough I ever did of this game.
Oh god.
I was always at, like, next to no. I was, like, 50 coins or less, usually.
Okay.
I would say probably, like, go for your Dizzy Dial or something like that. Yeah, you got all of them except one, so if you can just focus... Yeah, if you can hit that guy with Shell Shot, then you'll have a turn where you can not have to worry about getting attacked, or actually a couple turns. But you missed!
I did, because he's right on the ground. Okay,
Alright, so he'll die when he attacks you next turn. He looks like he is stoned out of his absolute mind. He's just looking up like, whoa.
okay. Good, my dude.
Plop. Yeah, you should be able to kill them all this turn. Kill them all!
Murder, death, despair.
Did someone say despair?
Exactly. But not death.
Oh.
Okie dokie.
And now you get... Defend Plus decreases the damage that Mario takes by 1, just in general, not having to block it or anything like that. Not like damage dodge. Also, yeah, I was about to say, now might be a good time to heal before you get into another fight.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm gonna assume it's gonna be a fair bit to just, like, straight up decrease your damage by 1. Yeah, 6. It was on the bottom of the second page.
Damn.
I can't say I'm too surprised by that. I think Power Plus is 8, and I'd argue it's worth the extra 2 points to also get the point in offense as well. Oh, you don't? Yeah.
So...
You'll just have to be careful.
And I'm so great at that.
Yeah, that will just take you back to the way you went. So, if you watch this, you'll see a Shy Guy on occasion will just go through this little thingamajig right here, and if you follow him, as in the way he was going...
Oh. So wait.
Nice. That'll teach him.
You can't get me!
There's just...
Excellent.
The Ice Power Badge increases attack power against fire enemies by 2. More importantly, it also means that if you jump on a fire enemy, you won't get hurt by them. Which is what it's more importantly for.
Yes.
Because there are fire guys later on in the later parts of the toy box, but also the next chapter has a boatload of fire enemies. That is a very important badge to have as a result.
Ah.
So that also gives you the frying pan, and now you can head back to Toad Town. Or get in fights while you're at low health.
That's a great idea. I don't know what you're talking
about. 1 coin. You're rich. What was he doing just then?
Falling. Tripping and falling.
Excuse me, before I get in a fight, I happen to be in mid-fall here. And the reason I couldn't find my daughter was because she was in mid-air. It was the classic, like, practically America's Funniest Home Video moment of, like, daughter jumps on her dad's crotch while he's trying to rest on the couch.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going back to town? to
Yes.
return the frying pan?
You do have to go back to the blue station. That's the only exit out of the box.
Oh. Hang on.
No, I have to talk to him.
I know, it's the worst. I think that's the only part of this that I don't like. I
Is
like
the butt
key
flossing
at the
thing?
top. Like, I like the key at the top, but there were so many other ways we could have gone with this.
Yeah, the butt flossing thing's kind of nasty. I mean, it's a nasty concept in general. And while I usually don't care about like using hand towels and stuff, I will always make sure to not use a towel that I know somebody else has used. Yeah. Alright, so now we have the frying pan and also the mailbag to give back. Yeah, the mailbag is worth a star piece, and then the frying pan is what you actually need to progress.
Do I need my cake mix?
According to the guide, no. She actually cooks you up a cake by default. However, you probably will want the cakes later, so it's not a bad idea to just have a few of those on hand. Because I think for the for one of the Koopa Kook quests, you actually do need a cake mix for that to cook. I think it's the Kooky, but like you do need it to combine it with something else to be able to give it to him.
I don't actively need it in my inventory.
No, I don't think so. I do not believe so.
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Hooray!
Alright, later, skater.
He was a skater man, now hey, here's your frying pan. Yeah, she's straight gives to you. Nice. I would not recommend eating that, as you do need to give it to somebody.
Yes. I swore I would never make it again, but you're very special, Mario. Okay.
I used to make this for my dead husband, but I'll make it for you. It's like an engagement ring.
Back to the toy box?
Yep, back to the toy box. It's weird, usually I don't like the whole having to go like back and forth between a chapter / area and back to like the hub world. I think part of it's because it's so close together, and part of it is like getting to watch the blue skidoo in and out of the toy box that it doesn't bother me as much as it should.
This doesn't feel, and it's not as distant. You know?
Yeah, you're not making a giant hike somewhere. Which is weird, because it's not a giant hike to like go and get Flurry and whatnot in Chapter 2 in Paper Mario, but it feels like it is. So now that we're back at pink, this time we are heading left.
Left. Everything you own.
I guess Mario owns himself then, because he is currently in a box.
I'm doing great. How are y'all doing today?
It's a camo guy! It's like the slingshot dudes, except they're on the ground and have a different palette. Oh, also they have hammers, but they usually don't use them. I do like how their little, like, copter thing is basically a knockoff version of the Koopa Clown car.
Hey.
You can't jump now!
Hey.
That's probably for the best, because the hammer is easier to time anyway.
Do I get it back?
Yeah, you got it back. It's just like he canceled one of your abilities for that fight. That's all. Music's great too. Gee, I wonder what you need the cake for. Oh, there's a fat dude. Wouldn't it be funny if we made him eat more? I'm hungry. You took my only food. Now I'm gonna starve. Do I even need to, like, make the I jizzed in my pants joke, or does it just go without saying?
The joke makes itself.
But more importantly, well, A, he's gone, and B, you get the cookbook.
Yay.
I forgot it's the cookbook that you actually need that she can make, like, she can combine 2 items now together. That's what you need. You get them so close together, that's why I'd forgotten that was a thing until reading the guide. Also, now you will start seeing fire guys on occasion, so watch out for those. Oh, case in point. There's one right there. Also, bow smacking him will count as contact. I think the only things that can damage him that you currently have are Mario's hammer, Parakarry shell shot, and Cooper's. Any of Cooper's attacks should work. I'm not sure about bomb bets, honestly. Really, it's anybody's guess in Paper Mario or any RPG, like fire plus explosions. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
I feel like we're getting a lot more money for these fights.
I'm willing to bet there's probably a hidden block between those two. Yep.
Nice.
That actually wasn't on the guide. I was just like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense for those to be apart and just 1 coin each. Squish.
Get down here.
Oh no! That will always be my favorite part of watching people play Infamous, rather than like actually trying to fight all the enemies on the roof. Is there's an ability you have because your guy's an electric conduit, is he can just like throw an electric field and just push them off the buildings. Which is funny because you get substantially more experience for killing them by doing that than actually fighting them. You get usually either 1, 3, or 5 experience depending on the enemy type for killing them normally, and you get 15 for making them fall off a high ledge and die.
Wow.
So it's like, why wouldn't you do that? The ability costs like almost nothing to use. Yeah. I was gonna say, hit him with a hammer, don't jump on him, because otherwise you're gonna take damage. Squish. Now might not be a bad time for that Star Storm.
Yeah.
Such a good ability. Oh, hey, more money!
Thanks.
As he dances!
Indeed. Yo, dog, I heard you like money.
By the end of this, you'll be able to get a spaceship and sail off into outer space like Jeff Bezos. And that's it. You've repaired that snake. Get to Green Station.
I thought for sure there was gonna be some kind of star piece there.
Nah.
I gotta go all the way back.
I mean, you killed all the enemies at least. You don't have to deal with them.
That's right.
Because I'm pretty sure I dodged them going all the way to that lever, and I dodged them going all the way back. I might have hit a few of them, but I know I definitely did not fight all of them. Onward to green!
Onward to green.
Cooper definitely just like went through the ground there for a split second. I just like looked back and just like only saw him from like here to here, and the rest of him was just underneath the ground.
For whatever reason, this one specifically, like this session, that we've been playing has been having a lot of issues with the companions or whatever, just getting glitched through random stuff.
It's all the Koopas too. It's been Koopa and Paratroopa of all the. So maybe it's just them specifically. All right. So first things first, star piece that's in front of the little station thing.
Yes.
Since we are in a new area. So with the different colored boxes, you have to hit them in the correct order to get to the final station, which is red. And so what you're supposed to do is you'll find a dictionary and you'll give it to one of the toads in town. But if you conveniently already know the yellow, green, red, blue order, then you can just go ahead and hit them in the yellow, green, red, blue order, and it will automatically unlock the station because the order doesn't change per save file. Wow, that was a really good guess. How did you get that right?
Beginner's luck.
Still, we'll play the rest of it like normal because I think there is like one thing you actually have to do here. Let's see. Green station. You want to head to the right. Yep.
Well, there's not a left.
I mean, I wasn't watching that. I was busy reading the guide. And now your final obstacle, a super soda.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's... Did you see that? It even had like one of the... Well, you may not remember this. The old school pull tabs that they used to have on soda cans? Like the ones where they actually came all the way off, like the actual piece of it came off. And it always left them looking like they had a really surprised face on.
Oh, this goes well.
And then you could throw that piece onto the sand and get it wedged into somebody's foot.
I don't think...
I'll show you a picture of one of them later. You may not remember it. So yeah, if you get on the conveyor belt that's moving towards the gate, and then use out of sight, you can go through it. Just remember, it makes you invisible, and invincible, and transparent. And just go through the wall.
Huh.
It's like every time you've watched me play any Mario game.
Everybody.
Squish. Also, that's, in theory, supposed to be your hint that they're in the same order that I gave you of which ones to hit. I think as a kid, that's actually what tipped me off. I don't think I ever gave the guy's dictionary back in my playthrough when I first played. He gives you the code, but he also gives you a star piece, which is really the only thing I would have cared about. Because if he just gave you the code, like, why give him it back if you, like, he's not going to give anything valuable for it? What do you mean it's the right thing to do? I don't care. Also, hello, Super Spyro. Hello, Star with mustache. As opposed to other Star with... I don't know if I'd call the other one a mustache. Like, it's a different style of mustache, but it's definitely not as full of a mustache as that guy.
I agree.
That's the mustache that some kids try to grow in high school and they think it looks cool because they have facial hair. I mean, you can still end this fight without dying if you can... Because, like, Bo will kill one of them regardless. If you can get it to 100%, Bo's killing whoever she attacks. Oh, that's true. I keep forgetting you have quick change on, because I didn't use it in my run.
I do, and I love it so much. I'm 4 XP away from...
Oh, there's a heart. You're gonna grab everything but that heart, aren't you?
I really am. Alright.
You did it.
Fine.
You're a woman of your word. Proud of you. I would not recommend hitting that. So this is a roulette. It's not required. Like, what you're looking for is past it. And it can give you, like, depending on what you can get coins, you can get items, I think. But what it typically will give you is the 3 Shy Guys, which will, of course, drop enemies on you.
Lovely.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. Tonk.
Oh, this was a poor decision.
Yeah, for items. Yeah, a couple options here. You also have the life shrooms. You're not totally screwed.
Yeah.
I think your best bet's gonna be your Dizzy Dial, probably. The only other option you could do is you could use the Snowman doll and then have Cooper hit the 3 ground enemies. You'll still get attacked by the other dude, but you'll still be alive as well.
Well, I was also thinking of using Vanish.
Yeah, but that's only gonna stall. They're still all gonna be alive next turn and still able to attack, so you're gonna be in the same position. And your party member won't be able to make a move next turn as a result. Because out of sight doesn't let you chain out of sight, otherwise you could just stay invincible forever. Which will bring everyone down to 3 except the guy you first struck, and then Cooper can get the other guys.
You look so joyous to be murdering.
Merry Christmas and a happy good murder. Fun fact, a Christmas horror movie is where we get that stupid garbage day joke from. That's from Silent Night, Deadly Night 2.
Interesting.
Which are very weird movies, especially the third one, because it has a lot... The director, whoever worked on the visual effects, really likes bugs. Like, an unhealthy amount of likes bugs. Like, if you've ever seen the dream sequence, or... No, it's... I can't remember if it's the dream sequence in one of the Nightmare movies. I think it is. Like, where the girl slowly turns into a bug and then gets killed by Freddy Krueger. Like, that's the same guy.
What's his issue, man?
I don't know. He just likes bugs a lot.
Okay.
I'm good. So you've leveled up Flower 3 times. You've leveled up HP 3 times. And you've leveled up Badge more than 3, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think you were going in reverse order, so I think you're at FP now, if you want to keep the order, but if you feel like health is a bigger problem.
I mean, right now I'm having an issue with health, that's for darn sure. And then I'll do FP next.
Yeah, when you reach the columns that rise and fall, if you climb up onto the upper rightmost column and wait for it to fall as low as it can, then you can get to a room with a star piece. If you get to the upper right of this section, because you're like waiting for certain sections to rise and fall so you can reach them. You can also use Paracarry to glide to that pink one, I'm pretty sure, if you time it correctly. If you get to the top right, there's a hole that's below, because you're trying to get to the very top. But if you go to the very bottom, then you can get a star piece. That's going to be a multi-coin block, fair warning. I don't think it's actually possible to get all 10 coins in that one. I can't think of any way to do it, so...
Okay.
Oh, that's a really obvious window. I thought it was going to be way smaller than that. You can see it very clearly.
So get to the bottom here?
Yeah, the bottom is where the star piece is, and then you can just walk back out. It's, yeah, the back, away from the camera.
Oh.
I thought that window was going to be really small, and then it was like just a giant window. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was expecting about a third of that size. But that works too.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you have to get onto the turquoise one that's really high up. Oh, that's not too bad. You just jump from red to blue and then blue to turquoise. I thought it was going to force you to go all the way back to the pink one, but no. That blue one doesn't move. I don't know, maybe you do have to go back to pink.
I think I might have to go to green. No, I do have to go back to pink. Okay.
Remember, you glided to that one.
Okay. From the beginning, this time with feeling.
Feeling is rage.
Yeah, hit your butt.
Rage at my butt? Yeah.
There you go.
I'll be sure to do that next time I have a bad bout of diarrhea.
Yeah.
All you had to do was glide. Oh, hey, you could have made that.
I could have, apparently.
You just weren't raging hard enough, apparently. That was the answer.
Yeah.
Super Soda. 5 FP, and I think cures poisoning and shrinking, which almost never happens. When I played through the game, I don't think I've ever gotten shrunk by an enemy in Paper Mario. I've gotten poisoned, yes, but I don't think I've ever gotten shrunk by any enemy in any of this game series.
Alright.
But now we have the dictionary, and we can take it back to him to get a star piece, or alternatively, if you want to just skip that for now and do it after the chapter, we can just move to the red station.
No, we got it. It's not good.
No, it's not. It's 2 coins. Dun dun dun. More butt flossing!
Spectacular.
Hey, you're the one that has the option to skip it. You're holding the control, not me. Ah, crap. Also, now that you have multiple stations connected, if you want to go from, like, blue all the way to green, you can just do that on that menu where he's like, where would you like to go?
Oh, nice.
I think once you have all 4 connected all the way around, it will literally just be like, pick whatever station you want to go to.
Perfect. Okay, Rusty.
Yeah, he is basically in the top left of the town, so you're going to have to go up and to the left.
Alright.
It's back by, if you remember where it is, because we've never had to go back there, it is back by where Mario and Luigi's house is.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Also, for anybody wondering, no, I've not shown off that secret yet, and yes, we will at some point. Yep. Also, no, there is no way to get up that ladder. It is just there for aesthetic. I was convinced as a kid that there was like a really cool thing up there. I mean, you can give them both. So one of them's like, yeah, this is basically your... it's basically your hint to being like, oh, this is what order you have to hit the things in. Dictionary gives you the star piece. Yeah, hit yellow, green, red, then blue. Yeah, I already did that! Yay!
Alright. Back to the toe box?
Yep.
Oh, the next one. Red.
The blood of angry Marios. Did you want to grab any of your items from the store for healing if you needed them?
Yeah, I may. Quick go to the store that's closest.
Ah yes, the store where they keep the good shit. Otherwise known as mostly just the Thunder Rage and the Super Shroom.
Okay.
Well, you don't need the Volt Shroom because you've already got Mario electrified in every fight.
That's a good point. Are we close to the boss yet?
Pretty close, yeah.
Go ahead and grab the Thunderbolt.
We're basically getting the party member. Like, there's a left and a right intersection. We'll take one intersection to get the party member and then take the other one to go fight the boss. Like, unless we grind for it, there's no way you're getting another level.
I mean, that's fair.
But it's more for
I
the
was trying to figure out if I
Thunderbolts.
needed to grab the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
But yeah. It should be okay.
He's not even too terribly tough. It's just Mario himself can't really do much in the fight.
Ah.
So, like, you might as well. I'll say, as somebody who's played a lot of RPGs, and particularly, like, having issues with a lot of them that were built around this era, it's very surprising to see so many, in particular, items that can multi-target enemies. That was a big, big problem with a lot of RPGs, and why a lot of them can be made tough. That's why I actually consider Prey in Final Fantasy X not the worst healing move in the game, because there's different cure spells in that game that can heal for like thousands of health, and Prey only heals for about 500 to 600, but it targets everybody in your party, and it's one of the few spells that actually does that. Powered by butt flossing.
Seriously, the train in the town is so cute. Why couldn't you just have the same thing but with just a slightly different like color palette or something? Like seriously. And then we want to try to go to red, right?
Yep. It actually let you choose red on your first option.
Oh, I didn't think it would let me actually go.
Yeah, you already opened the track.
Oh yeah, I did. You're right. I forgot about that already. It's been like, what, 10 minutes?
Probably. And now you can get the final star piece of Chapter 4 that's directly in front of the station. Oh, that's also probably a good hint the boss is nearby. There's a heart block there. Which means that I'm going to assume before I check the guide... Yep, you're gonna go left. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure the boss is to the right. Yep.
Yeah.
There's a fire dude in here, I remember that, so watch out for him. Yep, there he is.
I cannot believe that hit.
I know, I didn't think it would reach.
I did not think either. Okay, so I don't want to jump on them. I don't know that this will do.
It'll do 2. If it is timed correctly, it will do 2 damage. I don't believe they have any defense.
At least kill one.
Yeah. And they don't have any hard guys there to get their health back up.
Ouch.
You can't use hammer now.
Be ashamed if someone wants to.
It's like, too bad.
Kill you regardless.
It was a good idea in theory, but unfortunately that's all it was.
Yeah, right. Alright.
Now it's time for your favorite parts of RPGs. Platforming.
I'm already struggling.
I think that one up there is also multi-coin blocks, so don't feel bad about not getting all 10. Because that's another really tough one to get. Yeah, honestly, that's pretty good. I think I only got 3. You can drop off that. There might be an enemy down there, but it's not, you know, not gonna lock you in place.
Oh.
No, it's just one of the fire ones, that's not too bad. Squish. That will count, Skydive will count as a damage against him. Like, it will damage Paracarry if you use Skydive. Shell Shot will not, though.
Ouch. Oh no. So I got him out of the way first.
Yeah, that would have dizzied you if you hadn't had Feeling Fine on. Which I'd argue Dizzy's probably worse in this game compared to Confusion in most games, because sometimes usually Confusion acts like it does in Pokemon, where it's like you have a chance to hit yourself, but you could also just hit the enemy you were actually aiming at. In this game, it just locks you down completely. You just can't do anything at all. Oh, you got your hammer back.
Ah. I mean, it's not gonna help, but, you know.
Yeah.
I appreciate it conceptually.
It's good to know that you do eventually get it back. I don't know if that was a turn-based thing or it's because you killed the guy that knocked it away from you.
It's either because I killed it or it was very coincidental timing.
Yeah. I feel like it might almost be turn-based because I feel like in theory it could be possible for him to do it 2 turns in a row if you kept him alive. So like he could knock out in theory both of your attack moves, your jump and hammer. And so they have to give you one of them back to be able to do something. I'll go ahead and tell you don't bother taking that other one up there because you're going to get it on the way back. Yeah, go to the left one, not the right one. And you will want Bo for this. This is a mini boss fight. He's not too bad though.
Wee! Someone has come. Someone is here in the dark.
It's me!
Oh my god, you're so cute.
I know, right?
Wee hee hee. Who'd it be? Wee hee hee. It's Mario.
Hello, friend.
Hi. Ghost friend.
He wants to be a friend. Alright, so Mr. Big Lantern Ghost, I believe is his name. Yeah, I know the feeling.
So I'll take you with me to the deep dark.
So the only way to damage this guy is by making it bright enough, so the trick is with Bo, you have to use Bo for this. Technically you can use other people, but Bo is by far the most effective, is to smack the lantern. It won't do any damage to the lantern, but like, the lantern lights up the area based on how many hits it takes, and so by doing that you completely light up the area. And then Mario can damage him. Also by making the place lit up, sometimes he'll blow the lantern back out, which will make you have to do it again, but it also sacrifices his turn to do that. Like so. So you have to do it again, but at least you're not getting hit while that's happening. And so sometimes you can literally just get him stuck in a loop where he literally will not do anything for the entire fight. Because he'll just keep blowing out the lantern over and over. Sometimes he will actually try and hit you, but usually not.
Rats, I can't actually hit him with the hammer.
Yeah. Because the lantern is the closest target.
Ouch. Okay. Oh no. Well.
He's not too terribly powerful, thankfully. Honestly, that light attack is really the worst thing he can do, even though it's not that bad.
That did not do anything.
Squish.
Ouch.
Yeah, remember, it's based on hits, not how much damage it takes.
Oh.
That's why Bo is effective, because she does multiple hits. No, mashing it's not gonna help. I think he's got like the pretty standard Goomba-esque timing on him. It's like right when you land on him is when you hit A. I mean, that will damage him, but you have to have the place lit up for it to work.
Yeah.
Same with Lullaby. Your best bet's probably gonna be jumping on the lantern. If you can time it right, you'll get 2 hits on it.
I cannot. Ouch.
It's a star storm while it's completely bright out here.
Don't worry about it.
Sounds reasonable for our town.
Ouch.
You probably want to take this upcoming turn to heal.
I am. Yes, I agree.
I like the googly eyes on Bo.
Yeah. Graceful. Truly. Ouch.
I'd say I don't remember what some of the party members looks like, but I don't think I've ever gotten in a fight where Goombario could get damaged because I don't use Goombario.
Yeah.
I know what it looks like for Bo, for Bombette, for Cooper, for Parakarry, for the upcoming party member, pretty much everyone except Goombario. I assume it's gonna have like the same sprite that the Goomba Bros do, where they're kind of like laid back, where it looks like they're sitting on their butt with their feet towards the camera. But that's only a guess. Nice, you blocked it.
Sweet.
It'll still do the same damage to you, but it keeps Bo alive, which is more important. Plus, since the lantern... No, the lantern's still full, so it wouldn't do anything, so you do want to hit him. I don't think he has... Yeah, he doesn't have any defense. Yeah, you got him. Or no, he's at 3. You'll have to time the jump correctly to get him. Or alternatively, I think you still have that Fire Flower.
Get him.
Burn his butt! Yeah, it seems fitting. Like, he doesn't like the light and fire in the form of light, so...
Exactly.
No. Alright, go smash his lantern. There you go.
That is kind of cute.
Also the strongest party member in the game, like, bar none, at least in my mind.
Aren't you Mario? You just saved me like a hero. You saved me from the mean guy who left like me.
God, that would be even funnier if you'd played Mother 3, but they don't release it.
I heard the Shy Guys, you're trying to save Princess Peach, you're super great. So, are you like a little son? What are you?
What? Joined your party. Press down to have her. I'm making note of that because it's going to say him in a second. Illuminate the air around her. With her light, you can see invisible blocks as well.
Of course.
So she has Electro Dash for a default ability and Power Shock. The big key is she completely ignores defense on enemies, which is very, very helpful. And her default ability is really easy to time as well. It's literally like just hold down A until the light comes on and then you let go of A.
Nice.
So yeah, there's nothing in here, but if you walk outside, you'll see a hidden block that you weren't able to see before. Like so. It's just like a slightly faded version of whatever the action is. So now you're going to want to jump up to that one that's also going up. And then use Parakarry to fly across. Or you can jump, but whichever.
I can just fall.
Or you can just die.
Guess I'll die. I love the nice creak as they move.
Sounds like my back. There you go. That's why we had you wait for it, is because that would have been useless without Watt being there. But now with Watt, read it carefully, heal, as in not she, will master turbocharge. So what gender is Watt? Whatever gender you want, I guess. Because even the game itself doesn't know.
A gender? There is, I don't know.
It's also a sun, so, like...
Yeah.
Or star, whatever you're gonna call it. I mean, it looks like a small version of the sun, so I'm just gonna say a sun. Sun with a U, not with an O, mind you. It's also like a baby, so it probably doesn't care. I assume that's why it's got the little binky / pacifier in its mouth. So it's probably fine. Look, another one of those.
Oh, this was fun. Volt Shroom.
There's nothing else in here, I don't think. I think it was just those 2 blocks.
Alrighty.
Hey, there's one over there, though.
I would like...
Probably getting rid of the Super Soda. Or Dizzy Dial, one of the 2. I was gonna say, you'd keep that for the FP, not for the cures poisoning and shrinking thing, because you already have Feeling Fine to stop that. If you want to go back to Toad Town to get your star power back, you can do that as well. Because this will be the last opportunity to do so before the boss. You're just under 1 for star energy.
Why not? So even though it's gonna ask me...
Yeah, it doesn't matter what direction you hit now. You can pick any of them.
But I still have to hit it, even though it's gonna ask me anyways.
Yep. So he'll stop you here early and be like, oh, we can't fix the track here, and then there's just a lever down there that he's too lazy to go and pull. It's literally on the same screen, he was just too lazy to go and hit that switch. I do like how to fix it, you just flip it over to the side that's not broken.
Right?
It's not even like, oh, we gotta, like do some electrical wiring here, we gotta replace the different parts. It's like, nah, just flip it over, it's fine.
Just as I suspected, we should have moved that a long time ago.
Yeah, definitely should have.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Didn't. I will say, for personal preference, for as good as Watt is for damage dealing, at least for the other abilities, for me, completely fucking useless. I think Watt's other abilities are can paralyze an enemy, can paralyze all enemies, or, as they put it, can electrically boost Mario's attack for a short time, which basically means giving up Watt's turn to increase Mario's attack by 1. But, like, why do that if you can guaranteed do 4 damage?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really serve much purpose. It's like using the hammer charge or the jump charge, where it's like, oh, you could give up a turn and you could do 2 damage instead of 1, like, or you could have just attacked twice and also done 2 damage in 2 turns. So Watt's basically your go-to for if you just want to do straight damage to an enemy.
That's my favorite kind of damage.
Yep. Does not have any multi-target things that actually damage, but can hit any enemy. Since it's a flying enemy, then you can also get flying enemies with Watt.
Get him, Watt. Red station ahoy.
You know it's the toughest station because it's red.
Yep. Because red is bad.
Red's usually the enemy color and stuff, like Fire Emblem, for example, I guess.
With the exception of Toad.
Yeah. Toad's tough to deal with, but, like, in a different way.
Yeah.
It's more like, oh no, another one of you.
It's more the red of annoyance and arrogance than of.
He's less red of like scary and more like Red Shirt from Star Trek Red.
Okay. I know what to do there.
You have a bomb that you can wall.
Yay, love walling bombs. Jesus. Well, there's a reason that they're not called brave guys.
Oh, I missed. Twitch. It's what platform we're streaming on right now. Also, next to that 5 block, if you use Watt's ability, you should be able to see that there is a hidden block. It's to your right. You need that to be able to reach the shooting star.
Ah.
And then Cooper, I assume, is what they want you to do.
Probably the best bet, yeah.
Yep, sure enough. Shooting star. Let's see what all we have. Either one of your Dizzy dials or the Snowman doll, because the shooting star does 6 as opposed to 4. Yeah, I agree. Because that's not going to be very useful in the boss fight, so...
Alright.
Yeehaw.
Alright, let's see how you do.
Yeah, like I said, it's really just the default. Unfortunately, I think, yeah. That does qualify as contact damage.
What? Alright.
Oh, Medi guy is that? I thought it was like Heart guy. I thought it was something a little bit more stupid than that for their name. Spin him right round and then take damage.
Yep. Okay.
Well, that was dumb. He could have healed somebody, and instead he just damaged himself. What a dumbass. You can kill him with Watt right now if you wanted to.
I was thinking of taking out the fire one, swapping out to paratrooper.
Yeah, up to you.
Because as obnoxious as he is, I think I can take out 2 of them.
Yeah, if you Quake Hammer and use Cooper, then you could get... Yeah, if you use Cooper, you can get 3 of them right now. All the ones that are on the ground. Guess you'll have to heal yourself now, sucker.
Ah. Got it.
You got your jump back.
See,
That was good
and
timing.
I think it's either gotta be like it's because I killed them, and not necessarily just because of the timing or whatever.
I think it actually is turn, because I think you got it back a turn after you killed him last time, and that time you got it back immediately after you killed him. Like on your next turn. I think you had to wait an additional turn last time. Yeah, there you go. That's it. It's really easy to time Watts.
Oh yeah. Get up.
And there, yep, there's one more box there. And You can run back and heal after you grab that. It's probably gonna be like another vulture or something useless. Yeah, that's pretty dang useless. That might be worse than the vulture room, honestly. Freaking sleepy sheep.
Get out of here. Yay, health. Tactical retreat. All of, 15 feet.
Yep.
Good lord. Alright.
And now it is time to fight the boss.
It's time to duel.
No, but I could hook that up later. We could play Legacy of the Duelist. I hear screaming.
I love screaming. Run,
Don't hang around one of my coworkers' kids.
Wow, help me.
Break down the wall. That'll teach it.
Alright.
And now to meet the boss.
So you came, did you?
General Guy. Nice hat. Sir, you have a nice hat.
He's got very fancy clothing. I don't care for you, sir. You are rude, and furthermore, you're trespassing in here. Can I get a tattoo with that on?
Was this Taka in a previous life from Danganronpa 1?
Right?
Because I kind of feel like this was Taka in a previous life.
A little bit, yeah. Prepare to fight me, sir. Taste defeat. I don't think I will, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not into that. Sorry.
All together now. Let's rush in. Charge.
So there are multiple stages to this fight. So this first one is literally just 15 Shy Guys. So each time you do 1 damage, it will kill one of the Shy Guys in that group. It's as simple as that.
Do I want to go in and use the Star Spirit thing?
I would probably save it.
Tell you what, let's first see how you do.
Missed.
Oh, that's
Yeah, you let go of the button too late. Increased damage. I'm gonna assume to probably 5 per bounce. Yep.
And there they go.
Yep. Down for the count.
Guess it's up to me. What is that?
It's his tank.
Beat my infantry, well that's all you do. Prepare for the next wave.
Shy Guys on stilts.
Impressive.
Stilt guys. Yeah, now would be your time to use your Star Spirit power.
Alright. I pray for destruction. Get on, evil scientist.
He's like, crap.
Grr, unbelievable. Guess it's time for my special battalion. That wasn't your special battalion?
Nope.
Oh, we have ninja Shy Guys. Alright. Attack!
Yes, sir.
Alright.
So now you can use Cooper or like somebody that multi-targets and then also one of your items. Bombette's probably your best option. She'll do the most damage.
Just with body slam?
Power Bomb.
Okay.
Get them both. And you can use the Thunder Rage and kill them. The bolts you're going to want to save for General Guy himself.
Do I wanna...
Or the Snowman Doll. I forgot you had the Snowman Doll. I forgot you had a second one. Merry
that
Christmas,
one extra
motherfuckers!
I think, honestly... This is one of my favorite items for dumb reasons.
Yeah, it's really goofy. Of just like this goober grin as he's like stomping up and down on them while it's playing this happy little tune. Alright, so now he is hidden in his tank. The first thing you want to do is destroy that light bulb that's on the tank. With Watt and also your Thunderbolts.
Alright.
That's basically his attack that will multi-target and also hit your party member, and you really don't want to get hit by that. From what I remember, the bulb itself is not too terribly strong. Like, this should be more than enough to take it out.
Hit it.
Yep, it's gone. I think it has like 6 or 7 health. It's not that much.
Ow.
So now you pretty much just have to deal with general guys, so it is a mix of using Watt, because that can pierce his defense, and your items to damage him. Because he actually has less health than the Lantern Ghost that you fought earlier. He's only got 30.
You're breaking the rules of war.
I'm sure somebody screamed that out when they first saw an airplane.
Ouch.
Like, it's a little stupid to spam items, but like Mario is almost completely useless in the fight otherwise at this point, so...
Makes sense.
I guess in theory they probably want you to use Watt's ability to boost Mario up so he can do better damage, but...
Get it.
If you do have to attack with Mario, for anybody playing along, Hammer is going to be your best bet.
Yeah, because I've run out of items now, so...
Yeah. He's dead. I think it's literally just a tank. I don't think you fight him at all. Nope, you don't even fight him.
Oh, stop.
Rule 34 star points.
Screaming. Still.
Twitch.
Poor Digital Shy. Yay, yippee, we beat the Shy Guys. You weren't so tough, you silly old Shy Guys. I beat them up, didn't I, Mario?
Well, again, they're not called tough guys, they're called shy guys.
Yeah.
Now you get a Sailor Star.
I'm still so impressed by the little sparkles and everything that they have with these stars.
Yeah, for N64 in 2001, this is pretty good.
Right?
Sometimes I like to remind myself that this and Super Mario 64 came out on the same console. I know it was a 5-year difference, but like, holy crap, does this look better.
Now we have Popeye, the star. To save the fourth star spirit,
Yeah, I bet he's got some musk on him. I bet he never stops lifting weights.
Mario and the team disbanded the gang of Shy Guy toughs. What? Slowly, it seems as if the life force is returning back to the once black night sky, but the stars won't truly shine until the star rod is wrestled from Bowser's evil grasp.
Stop phrasing, my god. It's bad enough that you said wrestled the rod, but then you also put in grasp.
Yeah.
Like, really? Really, game?
These words have to be illegal at some point.
Like, at some point, there's just so many innuendo words that it just can't be anything but. Speaking of innuendos...
Hey, Twink, those guards have quit paying attention to us. Let's get out of here. Don't you think Bowser's figured it out by now?
It's fine. If he figured it out by now, he would have blocked it off.
Right?
He would have been like, let's put her somewhere else, or let's just stick a giant boulder in the way, or something.
Exactly. I'm glad they at least mention it, though, and it's probably because we're about to get caught immediately and we have to find another way out of the room.
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
He just really is that dumb. Damn. Alright.
I think it's the guards that are stupid. I think the whole, like, guards aren't paying attention to this thing, like, is more along the vein of, like, guards just don't want to talk to Peach.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, you'd rather pull out your own toenails.
Who are you?
Hey, remember this guy?
Oh, hey! Who are you?
I'm gourmet again. I'm hungry again. I know I ate a whole cake, but I'm hungry.
Will you cook me? Will you cook for me? I got nothing, dude. There's a kitchen 1 floor below us. Go cook there. You fat fuck.
I like how that implies Peach didn't know that there was a kitchen in her own castle.
Right?
Like, how could there not be?
I have plenty of guns.
Because if you eat a whole pizza, people are like, wow, you were hungry. But if you eat a whole cake, people are like, you got a problem. So now you can get down to the lower floor.
Wunderbar.
Let me check and see if there's anything else. Yeah, there is one other thing. I think it is in that one right there that you're headed to.
Nice. New. Oh, it's Toad. Is this where you've been this whole time?
Yeah, he's just been hanging out in the... Toad's finally coming out of the closet, basically, is what we're saying. He probably peed in there.
Good for him.
So later on at the very end of the game, you'll actually come through this area, and that's basically your spot where Mario can rest and get his health back.
Nice.
You also get Last Stand. When Mario's in danger, he only takes half damage.
Sweet.
So you can drop that off in the chest, or you can ignore it and go bake a cake.
Can I bake a cake and then drop it off?
No. I'm pretty sure it automatically kicks you to where Gourmet Guy is, and that will end off the interlude. Creepiest door opening ever.
Right. So now, it's the question of, do I remember where
I think it's that one.
the chest is?
I'm pretty sure it's that one.
The answer would be no. Thank goodness. Alright. There you go. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mario. Happy New Year.
I will be sure to forget to retrieve it as Mario.
I will probably forget to remind you, since that will be in a different that'll be in a different recording. Despite the fact that Shy Guy's Toy Box isn't... It's a surprisingly short chapter by comparison to most of the other ones. Before and after this. Like, we've only been going for about an hour and a half.
Wow.
And that is the one that you want.
Excellent. Had it. Alright, so now I, a princess, am going to automatically learn how to bake a cake and do so well on the first try. Because I don't care how good of a cookbook you have, you're not gonna... If you're making it from scratch, it's not gonna go well the first time.
Yeah, like when the Try Guys did it without a recipe.
Yeah.
I think that was the episode that Zach just like was like, oh, what does this taste like? And just took like a raw shot of vanilla extract.
Oh, God.
And it was like, uh-oh, it looks like Zach's about to do something even more stupid. It was just like, oh, that was bad.
Okay, so step 1, bowl. Step 2, egg. Step 3, sugar.
You have to do it one at a time. Put down the egg and then pick up the sugar. It says eggs. I think you literally just need the one egg. So don't let that throw you off. Even though for an actual cake, you might be using more than one egg depending on the size and, yeah.
Very likely will. No, that's not what I wanted to do.
You're done?
Yeah, it's a nice step.
I mean, I wasn't reading the steps, so I hope you were.
Mix and whip the ingredient in the bowl.
When I say start, press the A as fast as you can for 10 seconds to mix the batter. It's probably the most workout Peach has gotten in years. You know, other than when, never mind.
God. Sure.
God, that is a 1,000-yard stare on Peach just there. That is
Flour
creepy.
and butter into the bowl.
I'm just remembering Applejack making the baked bads now. A cup of flour. A cup of sour. Well, lemons are pretty sour.
Those muffins looked awful.
I mean, she was drunk. I mean, incredibly tired.
Yeah.
And definitely not drunk.
Pour it into the pan.
You don't have to mix the second time, by the way.
Oh, okay. Because that's how
it does it
that
automatically.
works. Preheat the oven to 4 million degrees.
So you can cook it for 3 seconds.
30 seconds.
Oh, 30 seconds. And that'd still be about 4 million degrees, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Alright. Oh god.
I have a timer up, don't worry. That's one of the things I was busy dicking around with over here.
Alright.
I'll let you know when you're at 5. Or I'll probably just count it down from 5. I've never failed this, to be fair, so I think it's pretty lenient on the time.
Probably.
Probably because they don't expect most kids to be able to... They're like, 25? What comes after 25? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright.
I guess she just, like, doesn't have any hot pads or anything. Like, the only thing that's stopping her from touching that with her bare skin is some very light gloves, which are not going to do the job.
I was literally just thinking that. I was like, ah, yes, as someone who has made muffins literally today and burned herself on the, on the stupid pan because it did not cool down as quickly as I hoped it would.
Apparently that cake also cooled down really quickly.
Right?
Usually if you're going to set it to cool, you're going to have to wait, like, at least, at bare minimum, 5 minutes.
Especially if you're going to frost it, like...
Yeah, because otherwise it's just going to mix into the cake itself, and then there's no point.
What if I wanted to bring him a cup of milk as well? Also, there should be milk in this cake.
Yeah, there should be.
Oh yeah, and it just takes you straight there.
Yep. I'm wasting
away to nothing.
I sincerely doubt that.
My friend, I genuinely do not mean offense by this, but you're good. You're okay.
Because the only time this guy's gonna see 9 of 210 is on the scale.
Should have worn his white pants.
They're white now.
I haven't felt this way since, well, ever. Flashback to earlier this chapter.
Well, I was gonna say that was really bad context. With right before that, he had just said, "Wow, that felt really good."
Yeah.
Context.
One of the star spirits is inside Mount Lava Lava on Lava Lava Island. The island is to the south, and I bet you $1 there's lava.
Yeah. That's why I said that badge that protects you against fire attacks and it lets you jump on fire enemies is important. Mm-hmm. That might be why.
Probably, yeah. I really don't dislike Mario.
That makes one of us.
Like, we're decently chill, you know?
Maybe if he'd stop being a dick to his brother, I might appreciate him a little bit more.
Right? Twink, did you hear that? Lava lava, lava lava, lava lava, lava lava, lava lava, lava lava, lava. Mario could really use this information, couldn't he? Yes, he could. That's why we're not gonna tell him. I'm sorry that I keep telling you to do this stuff, but can you go tell Mario, please? Of course I will. No, I won't. I'll be back soon. I'm gonna get caught by Bowser. There you go.
Close.
Oh no. Cut anchors only.
Also, how loud were they talking for her to be able to, like, stop shouting, bearing in mind she's old and probably can't hear very well?
She's probably responding to, gourmet guys.
Yeah, like running around the room and as a result probably shaking the ground with very
reaction.
Yeah.
As a prisoner you need to keep what are you doing out of your room?
Baking cake.
I made a delicious cake.
No.
Why do you act like it's such a big deal every time you get caught and go back? Like, literally, you know how to sneak out. You're very confident that he won't stop you from sneaking out again.
Yep.
Could really use some outdoor exercise.
Also, if your first fertilizer gamer Musk, go take a shower.
Yes.
Please, for everyone.
Looking at you, Elon.
Goes up to 4. You can now use Starstorm twice. I mean, chill out. A new star spread power, which is very good. That's a lie.
Sure.
You can lower the attack power of your enemies, I think, by all of 1 point.
Ugh.
Alternatively, kill them with Starstorm so they don't need any attack.
Mario, I lose from the castle. It's a star spirit. Hi, are you a twink? You're that youngster who recently ascended from Starborn Valley up to Starhaven. What? You remember yeah, you're a twink.
Also, like, he's got nothing else to do while he's been locked away for, like,
Yep.
who knows how long by now.
I must take my leave now. See you later, twink. Wow. I rarely have such a chance to speak to such a musky star.
Ew. Nasty.
I'm sorry, I have important news from the castle, unrelated to Musk.
Also,
it's the lava.
Also, side note, would it be offensive to play this music whenever somebody you would consider a twink is around? Because this is literally Twink's theme. Like, the only time you ever hear this specific music is whenever he's around.
I don't think it would be offensive.
I think it'd be funny.
I think it would be hilarious if they got the reference, and potentially even if they didn't.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
I don't know, I'll have to play it around Steven the next time I see him and see.
Most people that have played Paper Mario have only played Thousand Year Door.
Thousand Year Door is pretty kick-ass, though, to be fair.
I don't know, I go back and forth between this game and Thousand Year.
They're both really good.
Yeah, which is why it's such a damn shame that some of the later series are, like, so painful.
Oh, yeah.
It's just...
They had such a good start.
Yeah.
Alright,
Then they thought it would be a good idea to... Yeah, I'm not even gonna go there. Let's put it this way, Chugga Conroy, who is a big fan of the first 2, even 3 Paper Mario games, and I'm not that big on the 3rd one. Like, Sticker Star is his least favorite game of all time.
Really?
Bearing in mind, this man has played literal thousands of games, and one of his best friends has over, because he catalogs them, 10,000 games in his library, and he still considers it the worst game he's ever played.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Okay, so the ice power is 2.
2.
So, what I may wind up doing is I'll switch that out for that, and then add...
Chill out, maybe. I'm trying to remember what type of enemies in there. Spike Shield actually might not be a bad idea either. I think there's some guys with spears, and I think those qualify as spiked enemies. They can like either hold it forward or hold it up, and if they hold it up and you try to jump on them, you'll take damage.
And if I wind up deciding against that, I can come back for a double dip and then something else.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm gonna have to do spike shields. Okay. Alright.
Really all it's got on the guide is just to go grab Last Stand from Lovely. And I guess if you want any other things, since I know we picked up a shitload of star pieces and you started the episode with 21, so you have enough to get anything you want from her.
That's up here, right?
Yes. Across the bridge and down the down path.
Over the right line, through the... Oh. Down. To grandmother's house we go.
Meow. I think it's 1 because it's one of those like when you're in danger things. So you have to keep your health at 5 or lower. All the stuff that's like when Mario's in peril or when Mario's in danger is typically only going to be 1 point for BP. That's why a lot of people like doing runs like that, where they intentionally keep themselves at low health to do more damage, to dodge more often, etc.
So if I get rid of Spike Shield, I'll get double dip and also...
Close call or one of those. I think you got like 27, 28, somewhere in that area. Nope, 30. 30 even. I only really see like 3 I would recommend out of all those.
And we can go in and buy everything. Right?
Yeah. I'd recommend like Power Plus, Flower Saver, and whatever the one that was like, will make enemies miss Mario every now and again. Pretty lucky. Yeah. And even then, all 3 of those are going to be like fairly high in how many badge points you need to actually equip them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was all your pieces. Yep.
Okay.
All 30.
Oh yeah.
Yep. 25 and 5.
I can do basic math. What are you talking
That's it. I mean, that's pretty much it. They're gonna have you, like, the little next thing you do is gonna start off chapter 5. There's really not that much to do between these chapters. Because, like, you get a party member and upgrade them immediately. You don't have to go back and, like, flip over any panels because we already did that. Like, we could do Koopa Koot stuff or Chuck Quizmo stuff, but, like, eh. Like, again, most of the stuff that, like, you could start now, you can't finish yet because it's locked behind usually chapter 6 or 7. So it's like, you might as well just wait. I mean, you can check the badge shop right now since you beat chapter 4. Might have changed up their inventory.
They did.
Dodge Master makes the action command work more frequently, and then I think, yeah, we've seen those other 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just about wraps that for today.
Yep, pretty much. Like I said, this one's a short chapter by comparison. I think the only other chapter that, like, might be, if you know exactly where you're going as fast, might be chapter 1, but it's also chapter 1, so, like, it's probably gonna be one of, if not the shortest.
Well, I feel like it's got a lot of, like, cutscenes.
Yeah.
And some other stuff.
Chapter 5 and 6 and 7 are all pretty long.
I feel like this one didn't have as many cutscenes.
It really doesn't. It's just, like, general guy, and then I guess if you want to technically count, like, finding out that there's a hidden wall behind the thing. The actual proper intro to chapter 4, where it shows the little star spirit and the silhouette.
Yeah.
And that's largely it. The one that's on the toy train, you can skip that, so you don't have to watch it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. There you go, I guess.
So in the meantime, we will see you the week after next, which is, I believe, since the 31st is actually on Saturday, we'll be starting the next month on Sunday the 1st, so it should be probably either the 7th or 8th.
Yes.
Yep. So in the meantime, I will probably, in theory, do something for streaming. I have something in mind, but I have to get the prerequisite for it done first, so if not, I'll figure out something else to do.
It's a progress. It's a process. We're working.
It is very much a process. As fun as that game is, even I can only play it for so long. But in the meantime, I spy an Austin, probably getting his butt kicked at Among Us again. He's a bad liar. He is just one of those where it's like, if somebody catches him, his voice will, like, raise higher and higher pitch. So it's like, are you serious? Or it's just like, yeah, dude, we know it's you.
He tries. He tries.
I mean, I guess that's a good thing in real life that he's a bad liar.
That was was something that I was talking about with someone the other day. They're like, being a bad liar in most circumstances is a very good quality to have, like, ethically, but in other circumstances,
yeah, not so much then.
not so much.
Oh well.